we're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're underway at Hard Rock. Here comes Malik Washington. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, ready.
They'll run for the first time with their rookie from Michigan. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was taken down behind.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Ready. Set, cut.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Complete to Jalen Waddle. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On the ready.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Waddle makes the catch. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
On the double.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Black block. Hut, hut.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Okay,
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Ready. 50, great. Watch out now. 50, ready.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37.
Here we go. Set, cut.
Give now to the running back. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And this one's recovered by the Broncos. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
Man, such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. There's the fake. Here's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, he gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. England's got another one. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
At the 9-yard line.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's first and goal. They'll run here. It's Harvey. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with third and goal at the 6.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, third and goal. Nix from the gun. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Broncos have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Washington now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10.
Down. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. Dumps it off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going deep this time. This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Moore with a return. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Nicks off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Play action with Nicks. On the move, headed right. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Nicks. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos break the tie here in the 1st.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10.
33, yellow, ready?
The first carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, they need 7.
Here we go. Next hunt.
To the air on 3rd and long. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Black. Ready.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Set. Hut. Yellow. 43.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. It was Pat Surtain making the stop against his dad's former team.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Gets this one to Waller. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. He's caught. He's got Washington. And he's able to get this down to the 13. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On the toss, it's Gordon. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Back to the line they come. 2nd down. 2 and out from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Back to throw. Tua. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
4th down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Sanders sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. It became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. RV once more. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. They send with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack.
He steps in and makes the interception. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
All right, fellas.
Tagovailoa back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier and now totally stuffed on that one.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. A gain of 15 there. And that is a Dolphins 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
At the 30-yard line.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10.
All right, come on. Out.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. He's got it near the 10. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
20 TX.
The QB keeping this option on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback could do some damage as well.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. They connect on the deep shot. And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Sends this to the end zone. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Nix from the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
10 at the 22-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Nix to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. There's 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. So a punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he gets a pretty nice result there on the punt return to put an end to our first 2 quarters of play.
Sanders to kick off.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Harvey. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To throw, here's Nix. Quick slant, caught by Sutton. And He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Denver.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. It's Harvey straight ahead. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Man in motion, headed right. Back to pass on second and short. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Trust. Kate, is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that first down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, gives you a first down for the offense.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. They'll throw, third and long. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And he's got it, it's in close. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the red zone now. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
They'll throw again. Nix. That one connects. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Third and goal now. Can they find that final yard?
Don't go.
He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11.
28. Dolphins 17.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
Kickoff for the Broncos.
His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ready.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10.
Watch out now. 60 series. Down. Set.
Hand off to Gordon. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Ready, ready. 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
He's going to throw it. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Ready. 18.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this. Here we go on 4th down, Tagovailoa. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
He was descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. That was Kenneth Grant moving in to make that stop.
A gain of 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Oh, my son. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, my son.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Oh, my son.
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Oh, my son.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos push their lead to 18.
Dolphins 17.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Has this at the 6. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was taken down.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Finds a seam down the middle. The 40. Still fighting forward. Tyreek Hill. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins make it an 11-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Handoff headed right. It's Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. The sideline shot snagged by Sutton. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
On third down, here's Nix. That's into the hands of Franklin. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. This is the end of the third quarter. The Broncos have the football, Brock, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too.
45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Sending him on the dive. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
6-yard pickup.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win, too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run. It may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Nix off the play action. Buying some time right. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They strike for 23 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver. They send a man in motion. Giving this to Harvey. One good for a gain of 4. It's second down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
my set. Ready.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of it as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Ready. Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. It's a foot race. And this is going to be a pick 6. He is in for the Miami touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
For a two-point conversion.
He's got at the 2. And he's into the end zone, so the 2-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the 4. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Moore with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Elijah Moore on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to the air. Nicks after the pick. Chased out to his right. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Here's Nicks. Setting up the screen. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. He's back to throw. He's trying to push the field. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He's got it along the sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
At the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2 and out from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Ready?
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Waddle makes the catch. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They get 23 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
1st down. First and 10 at the
Set,
49-yard
ready,
line.
fight, 6. Cut.
Hand off now from the gun. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
Number 22, the ball
Well, that
carrier.
doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ready.
Brings up
Last
second
run got him
and a
9,
yard.
so now they need one more here on second down.
Red, yellow. Set.
Looking to throw here. Completed to his running back. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's good.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins trail by a field goal. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. They give it to him again. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's second and 13. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
And 13.
Ready. Long.
To throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Here he is to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
Close to a stand here, partner. Need a stop on this third and goal. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Extra DBs out there now as they try to end this drive.
Set. Black 40. Ready.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Nick's trying to sneak it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
In truth, Kate, kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on second down as well.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. This is Harvey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Setting up for the kneel down on third. Here's a look for Nix. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And just a week after